In conclusion, if you are having multiple codes that are not related to each other, like the accelerator pedal, the ambient temperature, or something has to do with the coolant, more than likely you are going to need a CPC4, which that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video on how to replace the CPC4 and how much it cost me to replace it. Let's go. And also, I did the mistake of towing the truck to the dealership when I did not have to do that. I had a $750 tow charge when I thought that the truck had to be at the dealership in order to get the CPC4 program, and that is not the case. You can buy a CPC4 there at the dealership or online and take it to the dealership, and they'll program it for you, and you can take it back to where your truck is at and install it. There is a core charge, so you do have to take the old CPC4. If not, they're going to charge you over $1,000. And it doesn't have to be the dealership. It can be a third-party repair shop, as long as they have the DDDL, which is the Detroit Diesel Diagnostics link, where they can set the parameters on there and set everything straight. Because they're going to ask you like the speed limit, if you want the idle engine turned off, and the cruise control. They're going to ask you a few certain things that they're going, how do you want it to get programmed on the CPC4. So I woke up this morning with the check engine light. Not quite sure what it is, but it's giving me some issues. Telling me something about the accelerator pedal. Accelerator pedal problem detected. Service engine soon. So I'm fixing to hook up my OTR Diagnostics and see what we got going on. So I actually did a voiceover while I was recording this, and I don't know what happened to the audio, but the audio is not working, so I'm having to do a voiceover and talking about voiceover. So here I'm just talking about what the codes were telling me and what they mean, and I just go through each one of them. If you want to know exactly what the codes are saying, because I did go through it in the original recording, I was talking about it, but if you want to just pause and read and see what the codes say, because I'm not fixing to read all that again. So just pause the video and check out what it says. I haven't done anything to it yet, and the check engine light went off. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it's not there anymore. But I'm pretty sure it is my accelerator pedal, it is going out. I might just have to go buy the pedal just in case, but as of right now I don't have the code anymore. Yeah, so I was looking up some information on it, and it is the accelerator pedal. It has a sensor on it, and apparently that's what is going out. So here on the side of the road, the light check engine. I gotta figure out something, see what I'm gonna do. I gotta see if I can at least get to an exit or something. But for some reason, it's giving me these two codes when it pops up. The coolant level sensor and the accelerator pedal. I don't know, I mean, they have nothing to do with each other. First time I have ever been on the side of the road that I have had to put triangles out. You know, I got my safety vest because these truck drivers out here, or just drivers in general, I mean, they don't pay attention to the road, so you gotta be careful. I just got off the phone with the dealership in Texarkana, the Freightliner dealership, and they said that they can deliver the part to a repair shop that's close by, but that repair shop wants to charge me $100 for them to bring me the part. So I'm gonna try to attempt to do it myself. So he told me that he can take the part there to that shop, which the shop is 4.4 miles away, and then I can pick it up there, but that he doesn't want that liability of having to pull over on the side of the road. So what I'm going to attempt to do is, because the accelerator pedal is not working, but it does go into gears, so I'm gonna just gonna crawl it over there about 4 miles so I can get over to the exit, and possibly walk over there to that small shop, because like I said, they want to charge me $100, that shop, just to bring me the part 4 miles away, and they want to charge me $100, which, you know, I get it. I mean, they're doing me a huge favor, but $100, man, I don't know. I'm just gonna try to creep over there. Hopefully everything goes good. I'm just gonna stay on the shoulder, because right now I currently have it on second gear, and of course I'm going super slow, probably like 3 or 4 miles per hour. So there's nothing going on with the accelerator pedal, of course, and I'm just hoping to make it to the side ramp and see how long it takes. I managed to put it in 5th gear, but I think I'm gonna bring it back down to 4th gear. So I had it at 1st gear. I was going too slow. I'm gonna try to put it in 2nd gear. I put it in 2nd gear, and it was going like 3 or 4 miles per hour. Now I have it in 5th gear. You know, so I pull it out, because since you can't float the gears, you have to push the clutch into to change gears. But right now I'm going about a little over 5 miles per hour. But since there's no acceleration, I can't accelerate. It kind of feels like it's dying. You know, whenever you're going super slow, then you have it on a higher gear. That's what it kind of feels like. And I'm not super heavy, but I'm probably gonna put it in 4th gear, which at 4th gear I could go about 5 miles per hour, which is better than going, you know, 2 or 3 miles per hour. And I am going on this little uphill, so that might have an issue to do with it. Well, I'm gonna bring it back down. I got about 3.5 miles left to go. I just made it to this repair shop, because, you know, I was crawling it over here, and about halfway, about 2 miles left before I got here, the check engine went off. So I pushed on the accelerator and it started working. So I came over here in a hurry before it started messing up again. But here so yeah, I just talked to the dealership, and the guy be here in about a couple of hours. And, you know, I've been running the truck for about 30-40 minutes already, and the light hasn't came back on, and I kind of want to risk it and just take off, but at the same time I don't want to be stranded on the side of the road again. So I think I'm just gonna get it ready to replace it. The part is gonna be $188. The guy's gonna be here in a couple of hours, like I said. So I think I'm just gonna get ready to get it replaced, and that way, you know, I feel more secure about it once I get back on the road. So I'm just gonna start taking off the part for right now, and then that way whenever he gets here, you know, I can just put it on. It does seem like a fairly easy process to replace the pedal. So I'm gonna see if I run into any issues. It looks like it's just a couple of bolts, and that's really it. And the sensor connector. All right, so first step in removing this pedal is to remove this cover right here. Well, there you have it, guys. Brand new accelerator pedal. I really hope that fixes the issue. If it doesn't, I'll let y'all know. So I don't know, something just happened. I turned the truck on, and the RPM shot all the way up. Like if I was pushing the gas pedal all the way to the floor, it just went started revving up high. So I turned off the truck real quick. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go see. Oh my gosh, what's going on with this truck, guys? So I think I know what's wrong, which is the CPC4, which is the computer that's behind here, and it's really easy to get to. Kind of expensive. I just called dealership. It costs around $1,400, but they have to reprogram it. Today has been a nightmare since the get-go. Since I took off this morning from the truck stop, it's just been a horrible day. But I'm currently here in Nash, which is Texarkana state line of Arkansas and Texas. But but I went to a dealership to go talk to him and go tell him, and they're talking about they gotta do all these diagnostic checks and they gotta run wire to see if there's any wire malfunctioning. And I told him that the codes that I was giving me, and the lady there, she went ahead and hooked up her little device. She has a wireless Bluetooth device, but she has the Detroit Diagnostic diesel link, which is, you know, what everybody wants, but ain't nobody got all that kind of money. And I just have the OTR Performance, which is a little bit cheaper price. And to me, OTR Performance, you know, has been amazing, but it wasn't giving me all the codes that she was getting. It was only giving me 2 codes, and she was coming out with like 5 or 6 other codes. I'm just like, oh wow. But she basically did confirm that the CPC4 was bad. And when I got over there, they told me to go get a hotel and all this other stuff. I was like, well, I'm just gonna, can I just get in my truck and go to a truck stop? There's a truck stop next door. It's a Pilot. And can I just crawl it over there? Like, well, if you want to. And so at first you're just trying to get me to pay them for all this diagnosis, and she wants to do a charge for hooking up the computer and all this stuff. I was like, I'm like 98% sure from all the information that I have gathered that the CPC is bad. Can I just come in tomorrow morning and buy a new CPC and y'all program it for me and call it good? And she says, well, you're running the risk of other things being wrong, because I'm getting all kinds of different sensors of issues. You know, the ambient checking light, which is it doesn't show anything, so that needs to be functioning. I have the coolant. It's giving me a coolant code. It's only one fault code right now. Coolant level sensor. And so I got this check engine light, and I got this. It doesn't let me push the accelerator pedal. It doesn't let me go more than 5 miles per hour. So I have all these kinds of issues going on, and they all happen at the same time, because the check engine light has gone off. It turns off, but it come back on. Turns off, come back on. Okay, if it was all different things, it wouldn't be telling me that everything is fine, and then, oh, everything is just broken down. Everything is fine. The check engine light just went off. Let me see if I can accelerate. See, everything's working now. It's not gonna give me any codes. 0 fault codes. But here in a little bit, it's gonna come back on, and it's gonna only let me go 5 miles per hour, and that's the issue that I'm currently dealing with. So in the morning, they open at 7. I'm just gonna walk over there and buy a CPC and get them to program it. The CPC, they told me, was like 14. So the truck just like revved up out of nowhere. So that's another issue that I've been dealing with, where it's just acting crazy. It's just all kinds of issues going on, and it all leads back to the CPC being bad, which I already replaced the accelerator pedal. Now the thing is, okay, so in the morning I'm gonna go walk over there and get the CPC, replace it. It's super easy to replace. Don't let these people scam you out of money, they're gonna put on all extra hours. I have a video right here that it basically tells you how to replace the CPC, which I was dealing with a different issue, but if you follow that video, it'll tell you how to replace it. Super easy. Behind this wall, which all it is four screws, and that's all it is. Super easy, guys. And so in the morning, walk over there, come back, and hopefully I'm praying that fixes the issue, because if it doesn't fix the issue, I'm gonna have to crawl this truck back into the dealership and let them basically bend me over for who knows how much money. Cause she was like, you know, we gotta do all this diagnosis and test, and probably looking at a minimum of 4 hours at $200 per hour. I was like, God damn. I was like, yeah, no thank you. Like, I just need a CPC program, please. That's all I need. Because, like I said, I've been, for the past 3 hours, just trying to look up research on it. And the conclusion is that the CPC is bad. And she even hooked it up, too. And she said that it had a code for a CPC malfunction hardware, something like that. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to see if I can get all the codes from her that she pulled up. Because she pulled up like 5, and I only got like 2 codes. And she was saying that Detroit, you know, they only give out so much on these third-party scanners. Because they want all the business. You know, they want people to take their trucks to their design dealerships. So I'm fixing to go take a shower, eat, and go to sleep. And tomorrow will be another day, and I'm praying it's gonna be a much better day, because today is just not it. Man, oh man, day 2 of dealing with this issue again, dealing with the CPC failing. Go ahead and take that out. So in order to remove this panel, we have to take off these 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, and for that you are going to need a T25. And also take off these screws, because it has a little lip that's hanging off behind this one. So this, you got to take this panel off too. It's pretty easy to do. I've done it myself. And oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the battery switch. That way there's no power running to the CPC. So this is what we got going on. This is the little black box right here. That's gonna be the CPC. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that and get that out. It's gonna be a little snug, so it might take a little bit to get it out. So this is the CPC4. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect it from those. So it has this little clips right here that you push down and then pull it out. So there you have it. Pretty easy. I mean, it took like 5 minutes. I'm fixing to walk to the dealership, Fernando dealership, which is just next door, to go buy a new one and get that program, which is gonna run me about $2K with everything. About a little under $1,500 for this, and about $400 to get it programmed. So I just got my piece back. I'll show y'all how much I paid here shortly, but it's a little over $1,800, and got a brand new CPC4. I'm hoping this fixes the issue. If not, I just spent a whole lot of money for nothing. And I'm walking back to my truck right now, so I'm about to plug it in here shortly. They did get it done quicker than I expected, because they're telling me it's gonna take a couple of hours, and they didn't know how ready available technicians were gonna be, and they charged me $345 to program it. So they call that the labor charge. So here we go. Let's put it back together. All right, guys. Moment of truth. I just put everything back together, fixing to turn the truck on, and let's see if we get any codes back up. That's weird. It's showing 0.5 miles. That I don't know if that's gonna be an issue or not. I might have to go back to the dealership because I'm pretty sure that's not what it's supposed to say. Yeah. But so I'm sure y'all noticed when I first turned it on, it was idling really low, and a few seconds later it just died out. So I don't know if it was trying to recalibrate with the CPC or what, but I turned it off, or it died, and then I turned it back on. Now everything seems to be okay. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit more. You know, right now it's idling where it's supposed to be at. The accelerator pedal, it does work. So everything does seem to be working as of right now. So this is what I ended up paying, $18.14. So we got, this is the labor charge, and then we got the CPC4, $13.57, and there was a $1,200 core charge, but since I returned mine, you know, they subtracted that. And everything seems to be working fine right now. If anything changes, I'll let y'all know. Great risk that I was running trying to do this thing on my own, because if it did not fix it, then what? So one last thing, I just got off the phone with the dealership, and they say that the engine mileage is not programmable on a CPC, that it just restarts at 0, which, you know, I thought the engine mileage it can only be restarted if you replace the engine, but I guess not according to them.